we are in La Jolla, and it is Thursday, May 9th. Low tide here. Funny for the surface, but I know the surface forecast is over by the pier, which is a bunch of fire, but let's get out there and see if we can find anything, any yellows. All right, let's go. Have a good day. Let's hope for sun, but I doubt it's clearing. Had to punch through one. The other one broke right in front, but this big sets that show up every once in a while. Of course, they always show up when you're staging ready to launch. Just got out here, getting ready to try and make bait right outside the reserve. Got out here a little late. Parking was a mess. Never had to park so far away. After I don't know how many streets I went up and down looking because of the street sweeping on Thursday. Anyway, I've never seen one where I've had an issue finding one, but I ended up having to park all the way to the parking lot at La Jolla Shores. Very far away, long frickin' walk back. Hey, dolphins, look at that. Yeah, good sign. First thing, seeing dolphins right out here. They're right there. I thought I saw one head jump earlier. So yeah, sweet. I'm getting ready to drop my sabiki here and make some bait. Let's hope for the best. Yay. So been hanging out here, made bait, quite a bit of bait. Didn't need to make more, just they're all Spanish though. And had a huge ball under me, but I didn't care to see if there was any different bait because there's no point right now. There's no signs of anything else. There were some marks of fish, not real big, but that was about the time the dolphins were around also. So I don't know how many of those were dolphins appearing on the screen, because they were kind of small dolphins too. But in any case, we got plenty of bait. So in case I showed them up in there, again, no better signs yet. I'm looking around, see if there's other birds. See, the birds have not really been flying. They're starting to move around now and areas to sit on, but bait has not been the issue. The issue is trying to find an area where you get marks of other bigger fish. The ones where I did have some marks a little bit ago too, while I was making bait, I was also dropping a couple of different size cold snipers and sardine color ones, and got no reaction, not even from bait on those. I was I thought I would find something else in there, even a rockfish. I wasn't trying to, but just wanted to see if there was anything in there. So surprising I didn't hook anything. Keep searching around. This weather sucks. I sure wish it was a little bit sunny. Makes it always a nicer day. U-boats out here. out here. Certainly not smooth water. Dropping cold sniper on that and not getting any reaction. Kind of weird. I might try a squid press. I'm surprised there's no freaking calicos biting, you know. Usually you get even mackerel hooking up on the big rollers here sometimes. I want to get a little sideways on here. Look at all that. Man, it's amazing that it doesn't turn into more. That's a fish coming up out of that thing, but he went back down. So I came up to hear the sound of it. Trolling. Small DTX there. DTX 100 with the bigger hooks. And then this one is a cold sniper. So we're trolling slow. I got the live max over there, but again, there hasn't been anything, and it's too much kelp. There is so much broken up kelp everywhere. And it can't all be the storms. I'm sure there's been a ton of boats coming out here, and then they anchor and they tear up the kelp when they bring up their anchor. But it's just all over the place, and that and the storms, because there's been so much kelp for at least a week or more at the beach. Every night you look in the morning going like, damn, where all that kelp come from? It's getting all torn up between storms and boats out here. But it doesn't look like anything else is right. I mean, you know, right place, right time, right? I'm sure there's stuff out here that decides to bite at the right time, but I am, you know, a lot of us are having problems getting on the bite. There's a lot of marks in certain areas. Went through a whole lot of marks that should have been fish, like maybe calicos, and dropping jigs, a couple of different jigs on that didn't seem to produce anything. Again, those are individual fish coming up out of there. Those little smaller lines, there's one here. See, again, but who knows what? And then they could be calico, they could be yellow, they could be something bigger. Any of these two. Well, these big rollers, man, it's like all of a sudden you're side to side, and you're going like, holy crap! What? You know, you're leaning way over one side. You go like, damn, yeah, it's much rougher than it's been here the last few trips. Look at all those marks, see? Those individual marks there. There's gotta be other fish. I haven't gotten anything to come up. I had one come up and hit once, but then I had to get out of the area. I was in kelp, but nothing hooked up. Nothing got stuck on the hook. Oh, yeah. All those marks. But I've stopped on that stuff before and dropped the jigs, and it didn't do any good. So at this point, I'm just gonna troll through things like this. And right in here, I haven't passed it with the jigs yet, but that would definitely should have one or more hooks. I'm just looking at that rod because it's kind of, but I think it's because it's skimmed along the surface sometimes. That's why it switches. You know, sometimes it has more action to the rod than others, but not enough to be a fish. Look at those birds! Dang! Yeah. Again, this is why we go over these areas, because there's stuff there, but unfortunately, if they're not hungry enough, they're not likely to go chase it. But have to keep staying out deep enough so I don't get too close to kelp, otherwise I keep getting tangled in. And the kelp is growing longer. It's not like all of a sudden there's 10 times more kelp, but the length of kelp, how fast it grows. There are some very long strands out here. Oh, Birdnado over there by that boat. But that's the only second time I've seen some bird action. The last time it disappeared real quick, and then, but The last time I was over closer to there, maybe a little farther in, but the only action that was attracting any of that kind of stuff was the dolphins. So dolphins coming through, you know, they don't stir up the bait. There was bait already there. The bait actually kind of tried to disappear when the dolphins came through. Oh man. I'll come back here and put a Mac and drift later, a little bit later, but right now I just want to cruise through here because I want to find out where the marks are. Where are, besides bait, where are any marks of fish? And so right now I'm figuring out where it is and what depth, and then I'll come back and drift a live Mac, or maybe don't know, you need to drop her a little bit. It's only 72 feet right here. People always try to, they go think you got to drop it in front of their face. Yeah, dropper looks good, but you don't need to get it with, you know, if it's within 50, 60 feet or even more, the yellowtail know it's there. You don't need to let them know. You don't need to put it in front of their face. They got lateral lines. They got all sorts of sensors that can tell them that they're there. They're just apparently not interested in attacking it. So, but yeah, no, it's not like, you know, big mouth bass or something where you gotta almost hit him on the head. Hey, wake up, dum dum. Oh man, so many areas in here. Used to be you'd come through here and you'd drift a Mac or even a lure, and you'd go in and boom, you'd get hit. They weren't always big personal best yellows, but there were a lot of yellows between 17, 18 pounds and 30 plus. My two biggest ones were over 40. So. But anything over 22, 25 is nice. You go smaller than that, they're a little bit smaller, kind of like babies. And I can think I've only kept one, maybe two, that were like in the 15, 17 pound range. Other than that, I've always let them go, and let many go into 20 plus range, 25 pounds. That used to be the case when you caught so many here and you didn't really need to keep them all. So a lot of times you just come out here, have fun, catch and release them, just get their picture. Just the fun of, you know, playing, fighting, the drag, all that. That's the fun. Eating them is good too, except at that time I had plenty left in the freezer at home, so I didn't need to. Neither, I can't believe that neither one of these lures has hooked anything. That is again, that was just never the case. It's just things are strange everywhere. Yeah, this person, see, they're diving over there. See the pelicans diving on bait and stuff. Can't tell if there's any dolphins jumping. Every once in a while I see a mark, but it's hard to tell if there are a bunch of dolphins there. But that's what I was already there earlier. Yep, there's a dolphin. So yeah, it didn't do any good. Oh, that was a seal actually. Real small seal. Dolphins have come by here a few times, and if I don't know, yeah, there's some splashing. I don't think they're all pelicans diving. You know, it's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Those things make such a bomb when they just drop out of the air. I mean, hardly ever see them make a nice landing. Most of the time they just get up and they're like about 5-10 feet off the ground, I mean off the water, and boom, crash. You know, so like I say, if you see a big bunch of white splashes, it's probably on the GoPro, you can't see it. Bunch of splashes there are not because of necessarily dolphins, just some of that could just literally be the pelicans flopping down. Sometimes they get a bird, sometimes not. Usually if they make that kind of splash, they're not diving underwater. They're just landing on the surface, which makes them giant. It was already, that's the area I started out trying to make bait and stuff, and it was actually a little harder to make bait. There was all sorts of marks, and maybe the bait's smaller there. But I think I made one and then had to come down a little farther south. But it's that general area where there were a bait that kept cruising through here. Although out here, again, there's bait in many areas, other marks of other fish. Just have not been able to turn it into anything else. Okay, something took it, and it's pretty strong. Small DTX. Whatever's pulling's pretty strong. Sea lion over there, damn it. Ha! Get out of here. Feels like the right kind. Ooh, dang. Pulls hard. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pulling strong. Ooh. Yeah, he pulls back. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Pulling, yeah, he felt he was gonna get pulled up to the surface, and he pulled some more. Yo, shit. Yeah, he pulls hard. Yeah, mama. yellow. Yeah, definitely a yellow, baby. Oh yeah. Thank you, Mama. Come on. Yeah, Mama! Woo! 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 Yeah, geez! Woo! Oh, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. The little nomad with the bigger hooks I put on it. Whoa, what happened to one hook? Oh my goodness, the one tailing hook, the other hook broke off. I don't know if he's on him too or what. What happened to it? Had two hooks. One's come off, the other one's still holding on. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if it ripped it, what the deal was, or the little, or the small, little, oh hell, whatever. Yeah, yellow! Woo! Yeah, Mama. All right. Oh, bled, gutted, took gills out. I'm gonna put it on ice. Bernito's still going around, but mostly from what I've seen, I haven't seen anybody. Woohoo! I sure made lots of noise when I hooked up. Yeah, Mama. All right, let's put him in the bag.